Take a look at the counter during a peak lunch rush. The menu on the wall serves a much more critical purpose than interior design. It is a central operational tool dictating the speed, flow, and efficiency of your entire restaurant. When it comes time to install one, you face a clear operational dilemma: pay a low upfront price for physical boards, or commit to the heavy capital expenditure required for digital screens. Opting for the cheaper physical boards feels like a prudent budget decision, but for many operators, those physical panels create a quiet, unrecognized source of daily revenue leakage. This chart shows the relationship between business impact and operational friction. A printed board sits squarely in the bottom right, creating high friction with low overall impact. It forces manual workarounds that degrade your restaurant's efficiency day after day. Evaluating a menu system strictly by its day one price tag locks you into a system that drives up labor and drags down profitability over the lifespan of your business. The financial penalty of a physical board hits the moment your food costs fluctuate. Every single minor price adjustment forces you to order and install a complete manual reprint. Then there is the daily transition from breakfast to lunch. Swapping out physical panels physically slows down your service and confuses the customers standing in line. If you find yourself with a surplus of ingredients and want to run a limited time offer, you are out of luck. A physical setup completely eliminates the agility needed to run last-minute specials. And when you inevitably run out of an item, the immediate solution is usually the same. You tape a blank piece of paper directly over the sold-out item on the board. That piece of paper visually signals poor inventory management to every person who walks through the door. These recurring frictions systematically chip away at your brand's credibility with every customer interaction. To accurately compare static and digital systems, you have to look past the initial purchase and calculate the total cost of ownership over a standard 3-year period. Total cost of ownership is a financial estimate of all direct and indirect costs associated with an asset over its entire life cycle. This chart shows a projected 3-year total cost of ownership. For a simple 3-panel physical board, your initial cost sits at a baseline of $1,500. If you update your prices just twice a year, you are paying another $600 annually for reprints. Over 3 years, those printing costs compound. Your cheap static option actually carries a true total cost of $3,300 over its life cycle. Now compare that to a 3-screen digital setup. The year 1 hardware cost is significantly higher, requiring $4,500 upfront. To operate those screens, you also pay ongoing software as a service, or SaaS, fees. SaaS refers to cloud-based software licensed on a subscription basis. In this case, those fees average roughly $1,080 over the 3-year lifespan. That brings the total required investment for the digital system to $7,740. Comparing these two totals exposes the true financial premium required to achieve digital agility. The question is whether that premium is actually justified by the returns. The final cost difference between the two systems over 3 years is exactly $4,400. That $4,400 gap is the specific financial hurdle you must overcome to justify going digital. But this is where the calculation shifts from cost to profit. That money operates as an investment in a tool capable of generating its own revenue. This graphic shows the break-even math. By dividing that $4,400 premium by 36 months, you find the exact monthly profit required to pay for the upgrade, $122 a month. For almost any operational quick-service restaurant, generating an extra $122 a month is an incredibly low, highly achievable target. Hitting that target requires effort. Simply turning the screens on will not generate profit passively. It requires active, strategic management of what you display. Digital platforms allow you to use high-quality motion and video to intentionally draw the customer's eye directly to your high-margin items. Let's assume that Visual Cue successfully upsells a customer to a premium drink, adding a mere 50 cents to their total order. If you manage to execute that 50-cent upsell on a conservative volume of 100 orders in a single day, you have instantly generated an extra $1,500 in top-line revenue for that month. Digital platforms let you deploy these targeted promotions instantly, and they automate your day parts to ensure you are pushing the right upsell at the exact right time of day. Strategic menu management creates a scalable method for increasing average ticket sizes, allowing your menu boards to actively drive your revenue growth. Buying expensive monitors without a strategy merely gives you a glowing, overpriced physical board. The intelligence of the software platform is the only component that actually executes these profit-driving strategies. You need a platform built specifically to push instant promotions, automate your breakfast-to-lunch transitions, and actively grow your daily margins. There is a massive operational gap between software that merely lists your prices and software that allows you to manipulate your sales volume on the fly. By providing the automation needed for instant promotions and scheduled day parts, a system like SeenLabs acts as the actual driver of your return on investment. Despite the clear upside for revenue generation, digital screens do not fit every single business model. You need an objective framework to make the correct call. This flowchart maps decisions by operational complexity. Managing multiple locations, changing prices frequently, or daily dayparting fits a dynamic operator. This path leads straight to digital. Remote management cuts labor costs, and targeted upselling drives ticket sizes. A single location with a stable menu follows a different path. For that specific, low-complexity operation, a static printed board remains the superior, financially responsible choice. Ultimately, decide if your current menu is an active tool driving profitability upward or a rigid object forcing you to work around its limitations.